Testing to see how loud our audio is here. Testing to see how loud our audio is here. It would help if I pressed play on the music first. Alright, let's see where we're at. It would help if I pressed play on the music first. Alright, let's see where we're at. Okay, I think we're good on that. Play on the music first. Alright, we'll just be hanging out until some people get in here. I think TikTok's bringing everything down, so we're going to take it off of here. I think that should put us at a more stable output for the rest of them. Maybe. We'll just do some typing tests while we hang out. What's up, Dave? Happy to have you here, man. I wasn't sure if you were gonna show up. Yeah, that tends to be the case for me recently. I think it kind of I think it stays that way for a little while. Oh, goofed up at the end. What a oh, pause my music. Exactly, got to start somewhere. Gotta start somewhere. Queen, hello. Diffie98. I'm gonna assume that that's Diana in the chat. So welcome. See, Dave, is not just you. I recruited people this time. See, I figured it out. The trick is to tell everyone at work. Maybe even some bribes, you know? That's the move. Oh shoot, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, see, you get it. I looked over. Oh, that messed me up. Oh, that is period. A psychic. Yes, psychic indeed. See, I'm waiting. I think I recruited enough people to have, like, I'll be honest with you guys, maybe like 5 whole people in here today. Maybe. Don't hold me to that. I do think it's a possibility. So we'll see. Let me check, see what people are saying. Nothing. Radio silence. So that's okay. We'll pull up the face cam. Look at that. Professional. Also, check it. We've got the setup going. So obviously I've got the monkey type. Y'all can see that. Don't want that. It's off. It's gone. Right? Want it? Boom. It's there. We're getting professional here. Ready to see even more professionalism? Boom. Top down. We got multiple views up in this bitch. Wait, you ready for it? You ready for it? Boom. More views again. Listen. Wait. Boom. Did it again. Hell yeah. We're getting everything all set up. Oh, you guys can't see the chat though. With the microphone. It's okay, we'll move. This needs to be a little bit this way anyway. You're here for the board, not me. Well, you know. Too bad. You get both. Alright, I think that's still a reasonable distance from the microphone. We'll see. But we'll put it back on the keyboard. We know what everyone's here for, obviously. Alright, it's intro time, I think. So, hello everybody, welcome. Oh, look who it is, it's Andrew. Hey Andrew, welcome to the chat. Ah, dang. See, everyone's here for me, not the board. Hello Josh, welcome. See, look at this. We've got people in here. I'm playing Marvel White Girls while watching. Perfect. Yeah, just put me on the side. We just need to make Twitch think that I actually have people watching me. That's the plan. I'm gonna turn on my fan though, cause it's kind of hot in here. See. Yes, my show is on. Hello, welcome. I'm putting a blanket on my legs because I've got a vent under my desk, and I'm turning the fan on because I'm hot up here. See, 8 people. 8 people is crazy. We got a whole thing going. I do have to actually do an intro though, because this will be a YouTube video. So, but welcome. I've got some good music on. I've got actual like copyright-free music. We're doing good. You know, 8 people is enough for me to get whatchamacallit on Twitch. I forgot what they call it. But it allows me to an affiliate on Twitch. I do need 50 followers. Not there yet. But, you know, it's whatever. So, all right. Well, let's get started on the actual board process. I get this over here. All right. So today we will be building the Zoom 75 by Meletrix. This board came out like 2 years ago, a year ago, something like that, year and a half. Box is pretty beat up. This is not because I beat it up. This is because it was beat up when it got shipped to me. But it is still a pretty cool box. You got some pretty artwork here. You've got the, you know, all the options on the back, what was chosen. So, but yeah, we got the milk tea board, and that is what we are going to be building today. The Zoom 75. We're going to be going for a Thocky build today. So, I'm not a huge Thocky kind of guy, but doesn't mean I hate it. Just means it's not my forte per se. Let's Let's do some reorganizing real quick so I can get this out of the way here. Yeah, we got the top down. Got all the private information all taken out of here. So let's open her up so you guys can see what comes in the package here. So here we've got the box that comes with other boxes. Oh, slamming into stuff. So we've got the screen, the LCD module. We also have the knob, which we can choose which one of those we want to do. We have the weight that comes with it. Canon keys threw in a little sticker there. And then we have the stabilizers, which I've already built. They're actually sitting off to the side there because I've built this board before. So, but they do. It does come with the stabilizers. So, set that off to the side. And here we've got the main event, which is very heavy. Move this out of the way here. All right. Here we've got the actual board itself. This is the Zoom 75, and it comes in this little carrying case, which doesn't love to open. Come on. It's not the highest quality case. There it is. Alright, so here we can see everything that comes with the board. So we do get, I guess this is a little build guide. Yes, it shows you all the package contents, everything that comes with it. And yeah, it is a build guide, so that's pretty neat. Gives you a little, I think this will probably also tell you all the hotkeys. Maybe. Maybe not. I think it is just a build guide, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Oh well. Build guide. Pretty cool stuff. So we'll put that to the side. Oh, welcome, welcome. How's it going, Paxton? We've got quite a few people in here right now, actually. Let's see here. This is... Aha, here's our operation instructions. So this will give you all the... the many hotkeys that are available to use. So this is actually useful to have. Hey Jeff, how's it going? How you doing, man? Welcome. Currently we're just looking through what comes in the box of this keyboard that we're building. Yeah, spelling is difficult, it's okay. Let's see, this is a post to win. I think it's expired. It looks like that was for August 10th to November 30th, 2023. So, oops, missed that one. You also have our quality control card, which is pretty nice to have. Definitely appreciate seeing that they go through the extra step to make sure everything's good. I've gotten boards that have damage on them straight out the box, so. And then, you know, you got your FAQ. So that's all the paperwork stuff that we get. We also get batteries, because this is a wireless keyboard. These are kind of stuck in here. See, here's the problem with having already built this board. These have tape on them already, because you use like double-sided tape to hold it in the board. And then I put them in this little package thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna unbox it. And then it gets stuck in the package. Yeah, you can see the tape there holding them in. Definitely don't want to bend the batteries taking them out either. That wouldn't be good. There we go. There's our batteries. This is trash now. I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to put anything in that again. But yeah, so you get the two 2200 milliamp hour batteries, which is like a lot of battery. That's 5500 milliamp hours for a keyboard, and keyboards don't exactly use a lot of battery, especially when they go to sleep, which this keyboard will go to sleep on you, so it's not draining its battery. We'll set these off to the side here. Oh, yeah, just another little card thing. Here we've got our gaskets, because this is a gasket mounted board. And we have all of our little packages. We've got our wireless dongle, which this keyboard also supports Bluetooth and USB-C. Got some fasteners, the daughter board, more fasteners. Put those to the side. Got the feet to use on the board. And then we've got the plate, which we have a polycarbonate plate here. When you're going for Thocky, polycarbonate is a great choice. Which we'll set this. I'm actually going to put this back in here. And then we've got the PCB itself. Ignore the what looks like grease on here. That is dielectric grease. So I have already built this board once before. We also have some pour-on foam on the back. It's a sticker basically, so I did not even try to take it off. But this also will change the dampening in the board and change how it sounds whenever you're clicking on those keys. So we'll set this off. There's a lot of stuff that comes in this board. Here's the pour-on foam kit that comes in it. So you can see all the foams here. We've got the rear foam, we've got the plate foam, we've got the switch foam, all the foams in here. Set this off to the side. And here we have the actual board itself. Get this out. So here we have the board, and we got it in the milk tea color. Show it from the side here. You can see it, pretty square profile here, and we do have on the back, it has glass, and we have smudges. This is what we have. Hold on 1 second. Clean this up a little bit. Make it a bit more presentable. Alright. I think that's all cleaned up. Nope. Almost. Yeah, I don't think that's coming off easy. Oh well. I think we're just gonna have to deal with that. Oh, never mind, I got it. So there you go. Yeah, you can actually see the glass on the bottom of this board, which you can't really tell on camera actually. It has a very slight green to it, which is pretty nice. Yeah, no, the camera's just really not picking up that green. It's slight. It is a slight green. It's like a gray green, but I don't think we're really going to be able to see that in the camera. Regardless, it's a nice looking board. So, but yeah, that is the packages, or the package, everything that comes in there. Actually, we'll just push this up for now, because we got to look at these guys. So this is the LCD screen. Something is disconnecting from my computer. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Hopefully not, because it's kind of annoying. So here's our little LCD screen that we got. Actually, I'm gonna put you guys back on top. Sorry to keep switching back and forth. So this is like 2 pieces. You got the glass, and then you actually have the little LCD itself. You can hear it. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Let me see. I don't know. Is it this? Nope. Who knows? Yeah, you think it's something disconnecting on your side. Yeah, I don't know what it is that's doing it. Can I turn off system sounds? Yup. Okay. Well, that's muted now, so we shouldn't hear that anymore. So anyway, here's the screen that comes with the board. You can see it's just this little guy with the little glass that goes on top. And then we also have, as another option, if you, for example, did not want the screen, we have the knob kit that also comes with it. This would be fun music for the waiting room at work, wouldn't it? I keep reading your reading your texts before they even pop up on stream. So here's the knob that you could do. So you got this guy right here, and you can use this as one of the modules instead of the screen. I'm thinking we don't do this. The only reason I say that is because I actually have my Zoom, same brand, same color scheme. I have this guy, my little numpad that's separate, and I do already have the knob on there, so it's kind of, you know, a little redundant. But yeah, same green gray underside with the white weight for this guy, and I use the same keycaps and everything. So that's a little sneak peek at the keycaps we're going to be using today. But I'm thinking we don't use this since I do kind of already have it. So we'll just put it back in here. And the screen is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy the screen. Did these came out of here, right? I think these came out of here. Yeah. That away. So we'll go ahead and put this guy back. And then we'll take this apart real quick. We will have to separate these halves. Maybe if I can get in there. There we go. That. And we've got this separated. You can see the actual frame of the board, and we've got the bottom casing. Now with the frame, we've got these guys right here, which we can use to go ahead and install our screen module. Start by sliding this guy in here, like that, and then go just like that, and have our little screen there. I do really like the addition of a screen on this board. I think it is cool. When it came out, it was pretty unique to this board. It was kind of like a new thing. since this board's release, there have been quite a few boards that have come out with screens as well. And I think it's a fun little trend. It adds a little bit more customization that you can do to the board. You can put whatever you want on there, which I think is pretty cool. Within reason. I think the Zoom boards only let you put like a GIF on there or a static picture. And there's some pretty restrictive limitations on the size, which is unfortunate, but I think it's just kind of a matter of the hardware that they use. There's not really a whole lot you can do to get around it. But it's better than nothing. That's for sure. Alright, so we've got this pretty well assembled for the top end. So put that to the side, and then we'll go ahead and put our weight on the bottom. It's upside down. Definitely spilled that out of there, but that's okay. So here's our weight. It is a white weight, kind of on brand with the theme. These are all pretty much identical. So now we are going to make sure we don't put this on backwards. So it's going to go like that. Boom. Just like that. Now I did take out, I don't even know what that goes to. That is tiny. That off to the side. I did take out this screw in the middle here. I genuinely I have no idea what this screw is meant to do. As far as I can tell, that does nothing. Oh, you know what? There was an additional weight that you could buy, an internal weight that goes here, and that's what that's what these 5 screws are for, which I don't have that internal weight. I only have the external weight, so that makes sense. That's a Phillips head. Interesting. Don't remember where those Phillips head screws go. We'll figure it out. Actually, you know what? I think those go to the daughter board, now that I'm thinking about it. And that is the weight installed. Looks pretty good. I wonder if I can center that. It looks almost off center. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like at the bottom, well, maybe I'm just tripping, actually. Let's see. I don't know. If I loosen these up just a tad. Able to. I am. There's no way I'm getting that where I actually want it though. So we're just gonna do this. Call it a day. Call it good enough. Yeah, we're good. Pretty bored. Ooh, I made it worse, actually, somehow. We're just not going to look at that, actually, because that stays down most of the time anyway. So, I'm looking at It's just gonna make me sad. Alright, we got the daughter board here. This is gonna go right here. Oh, that's upside down, I think. We'll go like that. Yep. And then this is where these Phillip heads come in. Get out the trusty screwdriver. Pretty cool, pretty nifty screwdriver. Also very magnetic, so you don't have to worry about your screws coming off, which is nice. Alright, let's get in here for the daughter board installation. Oh nice, all you can see is the screwdriver. Oh well. LTTstore.com. Yes, LTTstore.com for the screwdriver. Go ahead and plug Linus Tech Tips, I guess. He wants to send me a creator one. I'm down. I have a whole 7 viewers, so you might want to having a stroke. You might want to watch out cutting into his market share. Alright. So that is that installed. Next up we've got our batteries. These guys just kind of plop in here, and the tape is supposed to hold them down. I don't know if it will anymore. Doesn't really matter, so I'm just gonna do that. Alright, that is the main internals of the board done, so we will set this off to the side. That's hefty. We'll weigh, when we're done, we're gonna weigh this board, because I actually don't know how much it weighs. But it's not a light board, I can tell you that much. Alright. Here's our PCB. You can see we've got that little cutout there because of the screen, which makes it somewhat unique in that sense. And we're going to be using all of the foams. So go ahead and get this guy put on here. It's going to be our plate foam. And then this we'll put on after the stabilizers, but before the switches. So get some stabilizers up in here. And then we are doing, I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna cheat. Looks like we're doing a 6U. I don't remember how I had the board built, but yeah, we are doing a 6U spacebar here, which is pretty alright. Actually, I've already modified this spacebar and it sounds pretty nice. I'm happy with how it sounds for sure. Let's see, do I pull these screws over here? Some of these have washers on them, some of them don't, and that's because they are stuck to the PCB. So, you know, I'm using the ones with washers right now because it doesn't look like I see any on the PCB here. And it's possible some of these just end up without washers. I don't know how annoying that ratcheting sound is for this screwdriver, so if it's too bad, just let me know. We've lost 3 viewers, so keyboard builds aren't for everyone, I suppose. That's okay. It is a little bit more of a chill, just kind of put on the side while we build it kind of thing. I find it fun though. It's a relaxing little hobby to have. Alright, we are doing no washers for these guys. So how's everyone doing today? I know some of you are, but definitely not everyone. It's something I have to work on. Engaging with chat. How does one do that? I don't know. You talk to them. That's about as far as I've got on that, actually. And even then, spooky. Talking to people, gross. Hate it. Don't want to do that ever. I have to do that at work. Dislike it. I'm joking. Kind of, slightly. Trying to do your nails. Hopefully that's going well. Different lengths. My nails are not dead. I do think, you know, it would be cool to build keyboards with some pretty nails, but fortunately, it's not the case for me. Just got home, gotta deal with these kids. Alright, Andrew. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hopefully you can pop into the next stream. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, that is our stabilizers installed. Up next is time for us to put some switches in, I think. So slap this foam on here, because we're going full foam for this build. And we are using echo switches. Specifically, these are, let me pull them up real quick. Try to type on the keyboard that's not in front of me. It's not built yet. Let's see. Epomaker Leobogs. These are gray woods, not echoes. My bad. So Epomaker Leobog switches. These are linear 40-gram switches, and they get the job done for this build. That's for sure. They're a nice build for a Thocky keyboard, and I believe they feel lubed. These are pre-lubed switches. Yep, factory pre-lubed, so you don't have to worry about. Don't have to worry about lubing them yourself, which is nice because lubing switches sucks. Oh, I'm silly goober. We are not doing plateless because we cannot do plateless on them. So, gotta grab the plate. There we go. Something unfortunate, I can't use this guy, which is a super handy tool for getting the switches in here. Can't use that on this because I'm using the plate foam, and that's kind of in the way. With that being said, that foam should hopefully make it so it's not really necessary in the first place to do that, but we'll see. There's some very flexible, soft polycarb here, especially with all these flex cuts. I'm generally not a fan of flex cuts. It is kind of Zoom's thing. I do like the flex cuts everywhere. And it does help with the kind of signature they're going for, so it makes sense for what they got going on. Bring this in a little bit. Forgot how that went in for a second there. We've got some weird switch directions on this board just because I think it's because they fit quite a few different layouts in here. And so some of your switches end up sideways because of it. Okay, so what's a Hello Kitty keyboard? I would be more than happy to build that for you guys. If you want. We can go through different options and choose out some pieces and do a custom Hello Kitty build. If that's something y'all would want to do. And that goes to anyone who's chilling in here watching. I will happily build a keyboard for you guys. I will not charge for the labor. You guys just have to buy the parts. And I'll be more than happy to help consult which parts to get, depending on what you guys kind of want to hear. I keep tilting this thing because I want it tilted while I'm doing it. But once it one day, yeah. Well, you just let me know when that day is, and we can look through different options and see what you want to do. Ooh, almost bent that pin there. Building your board right now. That's true. This is your board. Considering I don't use this board. Thinking I need to build myself a new one of these. Just let you start using this one. Get one that kind of matches my general sound signature that I go for. That way you can have a numpad and I can build something new. Because there have been some pretty cool numpads that have come out in recent years. I look 22 and 45 at the same time. How so? I would hope I look closer to 22 than 45. I just look distinguished, is that what it is? I'm gonna go with that's what it is. I'm a distinguished looking guy. What can I say? Or maybe it's the concentration doing it. I could build 3 of these in 12 minutes, is that so? Hey, you didn't even try to get him to stay on whenever he was here. Baby face plus hair, huh? Does the baby face make me look 22 and the hair makes me look 45, I guess? Jeff, I'd be more than happy to watch you build one of these. I'm not gonna lie. Oh shoot, I think I bent a pin. Oh, no I didn't. Hey, we're good. Building keyboards isn't hard. It's basically Legos. You just have to kind of know where the pieces go and what you want. I'd say the hardest part about building a keyboard, yeah, it's the hair in the face. Well, just need to let the beard grow in. I keep it pretty short. I don't like when it comes super far out. I think it makes my face look round. But maybe that's what I need to do. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the hardest part about building a keyboard. Definitely, in my opinion, the hardest part about building a keyboard is just knowing what you want and how to get that sound. I think building the keyboard itself is not difficult. I actually find it quite fun. I will say lubing can be difficult. Lubing stabilizers and lubing switches. Maybe even just tedious instead of difficult, but I don't know, some stabilizers are really a pain in the butt. The blue board, the agar that I just built, is definitely a case study in that one. So well, there we go. We got that all built. It sounds foamy already. Don't even have it fully put together. But you can hear it. You can hear all the foam in there. Definitely a sound signature a lot of people like, so I think we're on the right track. I think we have some more foam to grab. No, we're not done with the foam yet. Never had a hard time getting something lubed up. That's the difference in you and me. You're right. You caught me there. You caught me on that one. Damn. That's unfortunate. I really walked myself into that one, actually. That is mad unfortunate. Alright, so here we've got the foam we got going in here. Actually, I think I had this the other way before. Yeah. Getting this in here is kind of difficult. Oh, wait. There we go. We got her. We got the foam in there. We do have to put these guys on. Which these guys are weird. They look edible to me. I don't know why. They look like almost like little blue French fries. Oh, just their texture and their shape looks like a little snack. They aren't. Don't eat them. But it looks like a little snack. So these guys are going to go on the sides of the board. And I don't know if they actually have sizes. But there are short ones and there are long ones. And I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We got the short ones that are going to go on the outside edges, and then the long ones are going to go on the top and the bottom. So these just kind of slip over this like that, and then you kind of crunch it down and get on like that, and that's one. And you just kind of circle the board doing this. Check something real quick. I don't know, side view's still working. I just got a notification that the last USB device I connected, I think that's that noise we were hearing early in stream. But that would be this camera, and it seems to be working fine, so don't know what that's about. These are the shotguns. Just Windows being weird, I guess. Isn't new. Alright, that is all of those guys on. And then put this guy through here. Ribbon cables suck. Not a fan. But it is unfortunately something that has to be done. So I'm thinking probably have it going like this. Get this thing in here. This is a pain in the butt. If you guys can get a closer view of what I'm dealing with, trying to get this ribbon cable in here. Oh. Boom. Got her. Alright. There's one ribbon cable down. Well, I think we only really have the one ribbon cable. It's just it has to go into the other side too, which we will. Just have to go in to there. But for now, we will ignore that fact. Get this set in here. All these plugged up. You guys can't really see it from that angle, can you? And my hand's blocking it from this angle. Keeping things in view of a camera, difficult. Not my forte. That's one down. Two down. And you guys just aren't going to be able to see this one. 3 down. That's all our power cables plugged in. Alright. There we go. Got that in there. And this ribbon cable in. Wait. What is this? I'm confused now. So you can see I've got the board here. And the blue here, but the blue has to be... What am I missing here? Oh. Oh, it goes in from the back. That's what I'm missing. Okay. This is very tight. Let's use precision tools for this, because this is not easy. Let's do this. Let's do this the other way. We're gonna go screen first. And then we'll stick it through and do the backside. I think that's gonna be our move. How'd I get in last time? That's a good question. That was a couple years ago, so I don't remember. I assume with a lot of struggling, just like this. Alright, it is in the screen. Now let's flip this. Lift this guy up. Doing acrobatics here. And then backwards and in. Boom. Just like that. Electrical is never my strong suit either. You'd think I'd be semi-decent at it, considering that's kind of most of what this hobby is. Alright, we got pins to line that up on. Boom! Just like that. And our screen is on and working. Those batteries have some juice in them. Show you guys what we got playing here. We just got a cute little scene. A lady and her cat. Pretty neat. Got some clouds going in the background. I actually don't think the camera can see all that well. There you go. See, you can play little GIFs on it. It's pretty neat. Alright. Came out a little farther, I think. Now flip this guy over and we'll get her bolted in. So how's life going for you, Jeff? Everything good at your new place? go with yeah. Everything's going good. Hopefully. Considering you're chilling with us. I'll just keep talking to myself. The problem with streams is that there's quite a bit of delay, especially since Jeff's watching on YouTube. If you don't know, YouTube chat, Twitch chat. Twitch is on the right, YouTube's on the left. YouTube has a lot of delay, and I don't really know why. But I was hoping it was less. I think it is less this stream than it was last stream. I changed the bitrate, so it should be a little bit faster now. But not TikTok. Twitch still definitely has YouTube beat for sure. These feet in here. Don't mind the fact that they're a little dirty. They have been used, and feet aren't the cleanest thing. Cute little underside of the board. There we go. Put her back on that screen. All right, we are ready for keycaps. I'll show you guys the little mod I did. It's one of my favorite things to do if you want a fuller sounding board, especially if you like that Thocky sound. Get some Dynamat, or Killmat, whatever you want to call it. This is automotive stuff. I've used it in my cars quite a bit, and I've actually used it in my 3D printing as well, back there. But it dampens sound, and it'll make for a fuller sound coming out of your board. So definitely a good move to go for if that's what you're looking for. So that's the sound profile you're going for. A little escape key there. Let's flip these all over so we can get these put in. Some of these keys have a little bit of grime build up on them. All right. Ooh, I do not remember. I don't remember where I had my side keys. We're gonna go with delete, and these are probably wrong. Actually, I guarantee you home is on top, so we're gonna do this. Yeah, I think that's right. Have it all set up in VIA already, so I don't really want to redo it. I got it wrong. That is a backspace, not an enter. This one, put it on position. There we go. That looks right. Boom. I think that's how I've got that. Let's go ahead and kind of organize this a little bit here. 6 here, 5, 4, 5, F2, 6, 4, 3. That's not right. Pretty sure we have a tilde. Yeah. That's right. 9, 8. Zero. Nope, I turned on the light somehow. There we go. built. That's that. I feel like that was really loud actually. I think I just screamed. But there she is. She is all built up. So we can go ahead and give it a listen here. We'll pull the microphone down. Let's see what we got. Let's pause the music here. All right, we've got and the main show here. Not even a hint of rattle from any of these stabilizers. I will say Mode makes some pretty good Mode does make good stabilizers. I really like Mode stabilizers. Meletrix also, which is the ones we're using in this board. Meletrix makes some nice stabilizers. I like it. The best board you've ever assembled. This is a very good board. And it definitely makes exactly the noise I built it to make, so. It's a pretty good sounding board, pretty good looking too. Almost sounds like bubble wrap. All right, let's give it a typing test here. Name this guy real quick. All right, let's see how she does. It is, I will say, a little bit of a taller front height here. Actually, real quick before we start, let's see what our dude, awesome job. It's like ASMR. It is like an ASMR thing. All right, well, I appreciate you coming by, Jeff. Will do. We'll see you next time. I'll hit you up, see how you're doing, all right? See you, buddy. Let's go to here. We got our new tab. See, I'm actually gonna do this real quick. Incognito tab. Why, you might ask? Just because incognito doesn't show any of my stuff. Alright, I am curious because I've already forgotten what the front height is on this thing. They've already got new stuff here. These look pretty sick. The Tyga Zoom 75. Alright, let's see what the specs are. I have forgotten. Does it not say? I'm not sure what the front height is. I'm thinking, if I were to guess, like 20 mil. Which for some people that might be that might be a no-go. So for me, it's kind of whatever, but I definitely prefer a smaller height. So let's see how she does. .108, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. If I hadn't messed up at the end there, looks like I was on track for like 113, 116. So yeah, it's hard to complain. Hard to complain with that. Let's try it again. Oh. I'm messing up. See, I get one good run in and then I choke. Yeah, I just start choking after the first one. That seems to be how it goes. Oh well, can't win them all. Alright, well that is the Zoom 75 by Meletrix. I do hope everyone who came into this stream enjoyed. Thank you guys for hanging out while we built this board. I will be cutting this together and making a YouTube video about it. So hello to everyone on YouTube. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment if you have anything you want to see next. I do plan on doing a budget board build soon. So I've got that coming. We'll probably do that next week. I won't be streaming this Saturday. I am trying to keep a pretty consistent schedule of streaming every Wednesday and every Saturday. However, I will be out of town, so there will be no stream this Saturday, unfortunately. But yeah, that's about it. I really appreciate all you guys for coming by. If you're on YouTube, I appreciate you hanging out and watching the video up to this point. Yeah, so I think that'll be it. Thank you guys.